So you finally figured out who the good guys are, huh?
You people spent years trying to murder us all, and we're the
my
bad
God,
guys because we
living
didn't
for
just
this
roll over and die?
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 4, Part 2, Episode 9 of Attack on Titan, Night of the End.
That sounds...
Like positive and neutral,
yeah,
right? Not ominous or anything.
Last episode we were left with the dramatic escape of both Falco from the mouth of Johnny's mom.
Johnny's mom
of Connie's mom. Annie finding her way back to the group and everybody joining together and escaping the Jaegerists to hatch a plan to try to take down Eren. Big team up incoming, but how are you feeling going into this episode?
I'm so excited. This is just like a million different dynamics colliding, and I cannot wait to see how it goes.
If you are excited to see what happens, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below for Attack on Titan reactions every Thursday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to watch the extended, uncut version of the rest of the season now and the rest of our series, check out the Patreon linked in the description below and join the community of well over 3,000 people on there. We also are about to start a new anime, and we are choosing between Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and Demon Slayer. Comment below which of those you would want to see, and we will use it as a voting system. All right, let's get started. Are we excited for Season 4, Part 2, Episode 9 of Attack on Titan?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Listen up, Dunderheads! This video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
I'll have them set me up with some prime real estate in the interior. All day and night.
Is that Baby Jean?
I'll sit and sip on the finest liquor money can buy. I won't care what anyone says about it. After
This must have
what
been
I've
when he
gone
came to
through,
that decision.
My wife and kids and their kids deserve to live the good life.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's Mikasa. And John.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Take a look at the scar underneath the eye, because that is Mikasa's scar. Is this Jean and Mikasa in the future?
My wife and kids and their kids deserve to live
What
the
scar?
good life.
Oh shit! You're right.
That's
You're right.
Mikasa. Does he end up with Mikasa?
Oh my god.
No way. This gotta be like a dream.
It's me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's dreaming about
That's cute
life
though.
with Mikasa.
Okay.
You didn't really notice
I see
anything.
it.
There was nobody at the window. Don't go. Don't think about it. Just stay put. Your place in the interior is waiting. You've earned it. Stay right here.
his conscience.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jean. Good to see you. Mikasa filled me in on the situation. I'm sorry I wasn't there to help. But considering the circumstances, you both did well. Good work. Levi's alive, but he's in pretty dire shape. He won't be fighting anytime soon. Listen, we made contact with some Marleyan stragglers, and we've got the cart titan on our side now. We're going to try to stop Eren. Killing everyone isn't the answer.
What do you think you can do to stop him?
Like,
First
what's
off,
the
we
plan?
have to find more allies. Our ultimate strategy will depend on who we have to work with. But I doubt we'll
You
be
literally
able to
said that
accomplish
last
anything
episode.
without at least you guys, plus a few more of the 9. It's safe to say our military is effectively dissolved. I'm not anybody's superior and I can't give you orders. I can only ask you for help.
I'll do it. Eren's killed too many already. I won't sit back and watch him steal more lives. I know he's doing what he believes he has to do to protect us in the island, but I can't let him go through with it.
All right, so
All right.
Mikasa's breaking off.
Think. Let's say we figure out a way to stop Eren. What comes after that? Assuming he lives, he's got the power of the Founder for 4 more years. What do we do once he's gone?
Yeah, it's kind of unstoppable.
We're still monsters in the eyes of the world. And after this, they'll only be more terrified of us.
Here's my question. if they were to stop Eren, I'm sure they're about to discuss this, but if they were to stop Eren, would they be viewed differently?
I don't think so.
You don't think that if literally the only reason the world didn't get destroyed was Eldians, then they would regard them better?
Fear doesn't follow logic. They're still terrified of the fact that they have the ability to become Titans, and nothing has changed in that regard. It would be cool,
Yeah.
They're
but
still monsters
no.
in the eyes of the world. And after this, they'll only be more terrified of us. If we stop Eren now, we'll be guaranteeing the destruction of this island.
Yeah.
Here's how I see it. Marley will presume that even if they hit us with another surprise attack, we can respond with the rumbling, and that threat will be enough to keep them off our backs for the time being.
If we don't exterminate the island devils now, it's only a matter of time before they come here and destroy us all. You remember Willie Tiber's speech? What's the world gonna do when we prove him right?
Nothing good, I know.
Yeah.
But at the very least, this buys us a bit more time to try to figure out a better way.
Better way? We spent years looking for a better way, and this is where it's gotten us. We did our best, and now we've run out of time. That's the reason Eren decided to...
What he's doing is wrong! It's genocide. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna sit here and listen to you try to justify it! I'm sorry. I shouldn't have raised my voice. Honestly, I don't think you're wrong about what you said, Jean. It was my hollow idealism that drove Eren to do this. What's more, before he brought down the walls, I wanted nothing more than to run away. I was gonna give up the fight and cling to life at all costs, but I couldn't. Because I'm still commander of the Survey Corps. I can feel the eyes of our fallen comrades watching me. Everyone who gave their hearts and souls to set humanity free. Most of them died too soon to learn that past our walls, humankind lived on. But if they'd known, would they want to set our island free and let the rest of the world burn? Can you imagine any of them being that selfish? We'll only get one chance to stop the slaughter. And this is it.
Wow. This is
That's
powerful.
powerful, yeah.
Oh.
Hanji. In the end, I'll always be a scout.
Season 4, Part 2, Episode 9, Night of the End. Don't love the title.
No.
Potatoes.
Yes.
R.I.P.
Stop.
This is the weirdest
It's
gathering.
so
So
strange.
is anybody gonna help me out with these potatoes? Or are we just gonna glare at each other?
Probably
We've
just
gone
glare.
from trading blows to breaking bread inside of a day, huh? Out of curiosity, what made you change your minds? If you let Eren Yeager succeed, you'll be getting far more than you ever could have hoped for.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
island devils will have the world to yourselves. We were the ones trying to save it. We would have been able to keep Eren and Zeke from coming into contact if you hadn't stepped in at the last second and helped them.
I'm only repeating what I already told you, General. But nobody here wants to be an accessory to genocide. That's why we're all hiding out in the woods eating stew instead of celebrating in town.
So you finally figured out who the good guys are, huh?
Are you kidding me? You seriously think you're in the
Alright.
right? You're crazy. You people spent years trying to murder us all, and we're
Oh
the
my God,
bad guys
I'm
because we
living
didn't
for this
just roll over
conversation.
and die? Screw that! We learned to fight like hell because the only other option we had was to let your titans eat us all alive. We found a way to survive, and now you're gonna call us devils for it?
That's right. You're exactly what we always thought you were. We let you fester for too long on Paradis. The world's about to pay for that mistake. You finally won your freedom, and we can all see what you're doing with it. What a mess.
Plenty. Not a word about your shock troops destroying Eren's home and making him watch his mother get eaten alive. That's what started this.
Yep.
If you want to know why this is happening, go look in the mirror.
Right. Everything was fine till your buddy lost his mom. I guess all those centuries of Marley's people getting ground under Eldia's heel don't count for anything in your mind.
Now you're gonna play the victim over something that happened 2,000 years ago?
It's like talking to a child. It started 2,000 years ago. Compared to the sum of the carnage and misery wrought by Eldia, your island's suffering is a joke.
Excuse me?
Oh my god.
Okay, that's enough.
Yeah, this is not gonna go
If
well.
we're gonna be
Yeah.
at each other's throats, let's stick to arguing about stuff we live through ourselves. Look, Jean, our friend the General is having a hard time understanding why we're not acting like the devils we are. Giving up our paradise to save a world that wants us dead? What devil in their right mind would do a ridiculous thing like that? Have we gone mad? What he doesn't know is we scouts spent a few months living in that world. So we can never go back to being the ignorant island devils we were.
Yep.
Tell me, can you honestly bring yourself to kill him?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Are you truly ready to kill Eren?
I don't think that's our only option. We can find another way.
It's the only
Exactly
option.
what I expected you to say. So what? You're gonna try and persuade him? He made the choice to slaughter every man, woman, and child on the planet. You think
Yeah.
you can talk him back from that?
Well, I'm not assuming we can, but we're never gonna know for sure unless we try.
Sure, and say you fail.
How did the
You
last
make your case
conversation
and he
go?
still refuses
Yeah, and they
to
only
stop
are
the
probably gonna
rumbling.
have one shot.
What's next? It's him or the world. Can you all see him as your enemy? That's what I thought. We're the ones fighting to protect our homeland now, and we're going to do what we need to do. But if we have to kill Eren to save Marley, you're going to turn on us to try to save your
You know
friend.
what? Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know it. Don't you, Mikasa? Tell me I'm wrong. You can't do it, right? You care about nothing more than him. Can you imagine turning against him?
Oh,
If you want
okay.
me out of the way, then just come
She
out and
looks
say
so
it.
badass.
Yeah. Well,
Leonhard!
Oh boy. So first of all, you were right about the fact that, okay, in terms of what they're going to end up doing as a strategy, I feel like they are going to end up aligning because there's only going to be one shot.
yeah.
But you are right in terms of there's going to be conflict, but in terms of, are they going to be able to finish it?
Well, and I think the like Marley as a homeland versus just like we can't be accessories to genocide are like very different motivators.
I know exactly how you feel, Mikasa. I'm not fighting Eren because I think the world's worth saving. I'm doing it because my dad's in Marley and I don't want him to die. But I can't save him without your help. If you really can change Eren's mind, that's fine with me. But until you get the chance, we shouldn't be fighting.
It's a big Mikasa moment. You gotta decide what she wants to do, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Glad you worked that out. And look, our stew's good to go now. Dig in! Even with the horses rested, we've got a 5-hour ride to the port. From what Kiyomi told me, the Azumabito have a flying boat in the harbor, and they'd been planning to take off and observe the rumbling from the air.
Had to be
We
the
can
flying
use
boat.
that to get close to the founding Titan.
I
Brilliant.
knew it.
It had to
The
be.
Osmobito were helping you behind the scenes.
The problem is, we have to find the founder first.
Gap's gotta
and
get
we
with
won't
the
have enough fuel to
times.
fly around looking for him.
Right. Which is why we captured this one. Now, where is Jaeger going first?
I don't know. And if I did, what reason would I have to tell you?
He learned
they
about
captured-
the mainland
oh,
from
Yelena.
you. You gave him the knowledge to plan this attack. He's going to be picking his targets based on what you taught him. You should at least be able to make a guess.
Kiss my ass.
Damn.
What makes you think I'll reverse course now and help?
Well, 'cause she has
Marley and
literally
Sly
no
save
reason to
your
help any of
godforsaken
them.
hellhole of
Yeah.
the country?
How about the fact that it's your only chance of seeing another sunrise?
That won't work. She doesn't want to live.
Well, I thought you started the volunteers because you wanted to liberate your homeland from Marley.
Are you gonna let your country get flattened just to spite the Marleyan swine?
It's a fair question.
The answer's yes. Want to know why? Because she's a purebred Marleyan pig herself.
She's
You
Marley?
caught us off guard with the Liberio raid, Yelena. But we got a bigger surprise when we looked into your past.
Oh.
You were born and raised in a typical Marleyan family, but
What?
you wrote yourself a new life story when you met Zeke. One where
Are you
were from
kidding?
annexed territory.
Wow.
As you grew disillusioned with Marley, the story got more elaborate. It evolved into a grand fantasy about saving the world with your prince. And in time, you hoped your fairy tale would find its way into the history books. Your commitment to the lie is honestly
Wow.
impressive.
She might believe it.
Save the world. Those might be the sweetest, most alluring words a person could hear, don't you think? Who wouldn't want to imagine themselves as the savior of
And they all
hundreds
have.
of millions of innocent lives? To wash the bitterness of hatred out of their mouths with the honeyed taste of righteousness. From where I sit, it looks like that's exactly what all of you are doing right
Like,
now.
literally, yeah.
Seems to me, you need to have your memories jogged.
Okay, so she was a Marleyan this entire
Wow.
time. Shocking.
Rhina Brown. You're the one who breached Shiganshina's inner gate.
What are your thoughts behind Yelena being a Marleyan? Like, what could have led her to do this?
Yeah, because I don't really get the sense that it was genuinely. So they said, became disillusioned, but that could mean literally a million things. And I don't particularly see her as the kind of person who would observe the oppression of others and then decide that she wanted to fight on their behalf. Like, that's just not the kind of person she is. It was very much for the idea of, like, being able to be the savior. I guess the idea of wanting to be a hero so badly that you just kind of figure out a way to make it happen. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and when they panned around as she was saying all the different, like...
That was cool.
I mean, are they not all kind of fighting just to be the hero? Like, is that not really deep down why they're all doing it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of. Fascinating.
Yeah, well, it's hard to separate because, like, that's, like, the tough part about what it means to be a good person, because doing good things makes you feel good. So then, are you doing good things to do good things, or are you doing good things to make yourself feel good? And is it really a good thing if you're doing it for yourself?
Exactly.
It's tough.
It's murky.
Mm-hmm.
Like the rest of the
everything in the show.
Rhina Brown. You're the one who breached Shiganshina's inner gate. Do you know how many Eldians were devoured by pure titans because of that? And Annie Leonhardt. I hear you killed more than a few Survey Corps members in your time. And that's before we get into all the innocents you trampled trying to fight your way out of Stohas. But let's not forget the brave liberators of Paradis. There's Armin, the level-headed one, who seems far too kind to cause the sort of bloodbath he did at that harbor in Marley.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How high do you think you could stack those corpses? Don't forget the civilians. There were plenty. Not to sell the rest of you short, everyone gave a heroic performance in Liberia. Jean most of all. Little Falco here threw himself in front of you to protect the cart. But you didn't let that stop you from firing your thunder spear, did you?
Because Falco's a kid.
And of course, you thought you'd all made it out clean. Until Gabi gunned down Sasha. What a sweetheart that
messy
girl was.
sequence.
Even I couldn't help but feel sad for her. And to you, she was family. You went through training together, went through hell together. Losing her must have been more painful than I could imagine.
Yeah.
This stew's pretty good, Hanji. Got enough for seconds?
Oh, we've got more than enough, so don't be shy.
I want to thank you for this, Yelena. You're baiting us into airing out our grudges so we can get it out of our systems and get our heads on straight, right? You'd have had someone to vent to yourself if you hadn't blown all your friends' brains out to keep your fantasy alive.
Yeah.
You've got nothing but a head full of cutting remarks and a death wish. So this is actually pretty selfless of you.
Right. Almost forgot. You had mentioned another name. He was already dead by the time we met, but I remember you said you were good friends. What was it?
Bertolt.
Marco.
Oh.
Not Marco.
As I recall, you told me Annie had something to do with his death, didn't you?
They don't know.
Did you ever ask her for details? I bet she'll tell you.
Oh.
I stole his ODM gear and left him where the Titans could get to him. Marco got eaten because of me.
Annie was only following the orders I was giving her.
Reiner's
During the
first
fight
word
in
in a while.
Trost,
Yeah.
Marco overheard me and Bertolt discussing something secret. If we'd let him go, he could have exposed us. So we decided we had to silence him. We figured nobody would think twice about a scout getting eaten by a Titan. So I tackled him onto a roof, and I pinned him down. And I ordered Annie to strip off his ODM gear. Then, just left
Interesting they're
him
showing all the branches.
Yeah.
Marco was stranded on that rooftop without a rig, and a Titan got to him. So, did he say anything before he was killed?
Oh. He's
He
asking
asked
why.
I wasn't willing to talk to him. I think that question still applies. We haven't been willing to talk. We all just started fighting and assumed it had to be to the death.
But we can still change that. A little while ago, we were all ready to kill each other. And now, here we are, talking.
They're working.
It's something, right? To think we'd all be sitting around a campfire, sharing a meal with people we once called enemies.
I stood and watched the Titan as it devoured Marco. And then a switch flipped and I couldn't figure out why it was happening. I just snapped. Flew into a
personality.
rage, hell-bent on avenging Marco. I cut down the Titan myself.
We get it, Reina. You're saying the guilt of carrying out your mission screwed with your head.
Don't forgive me. I'm truly worthless.
I said we get it!
I'm sorry.
Oh. Oh.
Honestly, somewhat needed. Oh my god.
Hey, get off
Is anyone gonna do anything?
I mean,
it! Easy, man!
Whoa. Whoa, what?
I'm sorry. We came
Kind of
here
representative, the adults fighting and the
to kill
kids get
everyone
hurt.
in Parody.
yeah.
We wanted to stage a massacre. No prisoners. We thought the world might forgive us for the sins of the Eldian Empire. If we wiped you out, they'd recognize us as good Eldians who saved them from the Island Devils. And now my mom and dad, and everyone back in Liberio, I'm gonna lose them all because of what I did. I'm sorry.
She was one who shot
I have
Eren.
no right to ask anything of any of you, but we can't save our families without your help. So please, please don't let our homes get trampled. I'm begging you.
Help us, please. We have to stop the rumbling together.
We're begging you.
We're begging you.
Let go.
Where are you going, John?
Hey! Wait, I just poured you a fresh bowl!
It didn't work. We couldn't convince him.
Oh boy. At least McGaff's seeing what he's done.
Yeah.
Copy.
Please shut up.
All right.
Levi's like trying to get some sleep here, man. I gotta heal up. Oh, he's covering his ears.
Wake up.
We need to get moving.
Wait, you're really gonna help us?
Of course. Let's go.
Of course.
As if that was
Get your
guaranteed.
monkey ass up already, Rhina. Your stupid face fixed itself hours ago.
Yeah, I kicked it in, but it'll grow back.
Yeah. If you have healing powers, does it really count?
No.
Gabi. I'm sorry about kicking you. You okay?
I'm tougher than I might look. It's fine.
I'm glad. Rhina, you're not getting an apology.
Understandably.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I'm good with that.
How
All right.
Here comes the cart.
Stop. There's a problem.
It's the harbor. The Jaegerists beat us there.
Oh no.
They've captured it.
Awesome.
They must have gotten one of the trains up and running.
Oh,
There are
no.
tons of soldiers posted all over the port in full anti-Titan gear.
Oh no.
Oh, you cannot be serious. Fucking shit.
Oh my god, Flock.
You asshole.
Oh god.
I hate his face so
That
much.
haircut?
Stop.
Okay. Well,
All right.
that's where we're left for this episode.
Great.
Yet again, everything's bad. Okay, that was a pretty slick exit. Traitor.
Maybe it's like night of the end of their butting heads.
That's true. They were all
Like, it
kind of
was-
teamed up.
Yeah, by the end of that night, they had kind of reached a resolution and we're all going to work together and they kind of got to get through all of their collective shit.
Yeah, they had to get all of that out if they were going to
Exactly.
be able to work together as a team at all. The fact that this team up is happening.
Yeah, that's
If you had
unreal.
told me that before season 4, I'd be like, you're out of your mind.
There's literally
that
no
will
way.
never happen.
Yeah.
We're not even addressing the fact that Eren's just, centipeding himself across the ocean right now.
Like that wasn't even mentioned. What in the world is possibly happening? I
want to see the Titans swimming.
I know. I want to see physically how are they crossing oceans.
Well, a lot to discuss, but before we do that, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below for the last 3 episodes of Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 2. The next episode will be this Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, followed by the last week where we will be premiering the last 2 episodes. And all those episodes are already posted to the Patreon linked in the description below in their extended, uncut, ad-free forms. Also, make sure to comment down below which anime you want us to watch next. We're choosing between Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and Demon Slayer, so comment down below which one you want to see, and make sure to check out the premiere of of the first episodes of each of those series, which will be coming after we finish Attack on Titan. Any engagement with those posts will help us decide which one we want to watch. All right, we have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's go to the episode verdict.
Thank you for watching that episode. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our amazing Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions after every episode, join the Patreon linked in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. JT Beifong asks, there is a significant use of forced imagery in this episode. How do you think this relates to Mr. Brow's Children of the Forest monologue back in Season 4, Episode 13? Specifically, the role of child soldiers in this universe. You actually kind of mentioned it as that whole Gabi Reiner thing happened.
Yeah, well, it's like the adults fighting, the kids intervening to stop the adults fighting and ultimately take the brunt of the consequences. The forest imagery I thought was really cool. We saw a lot of interwoven branches, the break in the forest, the break in the trees right above, where they were.
We've been seeing a lot of bird cage motifs, and I feel like the scattered branches with the sky above was kind of like a little bit like in that Mr. Brow monologue. You wander into the forest for too long and then you can't come back. We need to lead children out of the forest. So the forest is conflict. So showing all those branches is the conflict, and maybe the sky above was meant to be not being conflicting.
Okay, and now that I think about it, they did show a lot more branch kind of like closed off imagery in the very beginning when they had more conflict, and then it, you know, began to open up and show the sky as they began to resolve their issues. So
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. Okay, very cool.
And then the other thing that was fascinating about that moment was the way McGaff responded, where he's like, Gabby, like he saw what he had done to her over time, because he's kind of responsible for, I mean, he is responsible for her indoctrination, and he still was spouting out all the stuff he said. So I feel like that moment really showed, wow, maybe there was something wrong I was doing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm interested to see more of McGaff, because in terms of a militant organizer, he might be the best planner out of them. Like, he planned the attack on Parody and kind of like was pretty successful until they helped in the end. I feel like he, maybe not the most helpful, but like I think he's going to have a significant role to play. So I'm interested to see. Let's go to our second question.
All right, Jenna the Bread Queen asks, Annie asks a fair question. Can Eren's friends, especially Armin and Mikasa, kill Eren if they have to? Is there a way to stop Eren without killing him? Super good question.
That's a great question. Okay, let's say by some miracle they stop him and he's alive. He has like every Titan imaginable. Like I just don't see a way for him to not do it again. Thing is, he won't have the rumbling Titans anymore, but will that stop him from just making more or doing worse? Judging by everything Eren's done, I don't think they could stop him from trying to do something again. So I think they do have to kill him.
So I kind of think there are two different aspects to look at. The initial question of whether or not they actually do have to kill him. And I think they do. I think the fact that Mikasa and Armin had that conversation with him and Eren basically told them, like, I hated you my entire life, leave. But besides that, he was not open to listening to them. So I think then moving forward, you have to operate on the assumption that they're gonna have to kill him in order to stop this from happening. I feel like realistically, even if there came a situation where Mikasa has said, we have to kill Eren, I am okay with killing Eren. In the moment where she is flying at him with ODM gear, like sword, thunder spear, whatever, not gonna happen.
Yeah,
like that just, like there's gonna be hesitation and it's gonna be a problem.
We're gonna have to see.
But yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, let's go to our final question. Final question. Cece asks, what did you think about Jean's reaction to what Reiner was saying about Marco? Was his reaction justified? Also, thoughts on Marco's last words and how they currently correspond to the story at hand. To remind you, Marco's last words were like, why won't you talk to me? Why can't we just, like, why won't anybody explain it to me?
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna beat the shit out of someone, have it be someone with healing powers.
Yeah.
Like, ultimately, was there even any, like, okay, it like hurt him for a little bit. He was fine the next day, and he was responsible for his best friend dying. Like, I get it. That feels fair. And I think Reiner also recognized that it felt fair, because when he said, I'm not going to apologize, Reiner was like, yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah, I think that was fair, justified, whatever you want to call it. I think the idea that Marco was killed or just decided that he had heard too much or knew too much, it's kind of tough, because it's like representative of what's going on in the show and also the opposite of what's going on in the show. The concept of knowing too much made it so that their only option was to kill him. I feel like the more you learn about people in this universe makes you less likely to kill them, or I guess the way they've been able to kind of keep this cycle of war and killing going is by keeping people in the dark. I guess the other thing that I feel like is important to talk about is the idea that when he overheard this information, his instinct wasn't violence or seeing them as other, but rather trying to understand where they're coming from and wanting to learn more. And I guess that just shows, like,
it is what they need to be doing.
Inherently, what's going on, and like connect with other people. And I feel like him saying at the very end, you know, like, just talk to me, tell me what's going on, explain it to me, is kind of showing how it would have been so easy to just resolve the conflict through talking and explanation. And then they made the decision to keep it going by killing him.
Hopefully they can get along more moving forward, because they're going to have to band together to save the Azumabito representatives and get their flying boat and their chance to chase after Eren. And lo and behold, Flock is the reason why there's problems happening.
So Flock sucks.
Shocker there.
Yeah, big news.
But I think that's about it for this episode. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you've enjoyed this very long series that's coming to a primary end, but we're going to get back to it when part 3 comes out. If you want to see the last 3 episodes of Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 2, they are already posted to the Patreon linked in the description below, along with a few episodes of the series we are considering watching next after Attack on Titan. So check out the link in the description below to watch them right now. I think that's about it. Are we excited for Season 4 Part 2, Episode 10 of Attack on Titan?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.